What's going on, guys? Today we are doing something that I haven't done before, and this is creating a part 2 to a previous plugin review. So a couple weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago, I came out with a plugin review of the Clarity VX, one of the new plugins from Waves. It is their background noise remover, noise suppression kind of plugin. On that video, there was a question, why are there no videos of this with cymbal bleed? Well, Drew Shem, you made me realize that I didn't cover as much of this plugin as I could have. So now I'm back on it and I want to show people what it can do. So we're not going to be going over anything vocal related on this video. If you wanted to see that, you can check out the previous Clarity VX review. But today we are going to be taking a look at other instruments. So like I said, we looked at how it related to vocals in previous videos, but recently I did a live session with a friend of mine's band, and all of them were in the same room within close proximity of each other. So this is a perfect time and perfect example to see how it works with different instruments. First up, we'll take a look at the snare channel that I have here, solo it up with what I have. So you can hear there's some bleed from guitar, cymbals, cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell.
So we're gonna go in, let's add the Clarity VX, and let's see what it can do. Honestly, it's not as bad as I was expecting. It kind of messes with the transient as well as the initial attack. It almost gives it like this weird slope, like you have like a kind of build up into it anytime the snare's coming back in. But overall, it does pretty good cutting it out. I hear a difference in there, but I'm not sure if it's a difference I want. I'd almost rather mix the snare with that noise in the background, just because it's all part of the live feel and experience. If I was able to get the snare cleaner by itself, maybe I would like to use it. But the fact of the matter is it shapes it in a way that I'm not a huge fan of. Next, we'll take a look at it on the overheads. Now, this was just a single overhead because she was only using a hi-hat and maybe one crash, I think, right next to it. But they were right next to each other, so there was no point stereo overhead miking because I was just going for the cymbals. So let's move the Clarity VX over. I'm going to start at 0, slap it back on 1, and let's go. Okay, so the Broad 2 seems to be a lot better than the Broad 1, but even still, it seems to recognize the snare and rest of the kit a little bit more as the main sound rather than the overheads. It would be cool if there was a way to select the sound that you wanted as the primary source for that microphone, but that might be something that's in like the more upgraded version of the Clarity. I'm not sure. But overall, I'd use it depending on the circumstance. I think Broad 2 could cover my bases on what I need. Next, we're going to go to guitar. We're going to skip over the bass because it was just a direct XLR line. No way for there to be noise. Okay, just on the initial listen, there's not going to be a ton of background noise to remove from this, but we'll try it nonetheless. I'm not sure if this was a good scenario of testing that. When I mic'd this guitar, it was a very close miking scenario. I had the C414 fairly close to the cone at a low gain, so there was no way for it to really pick up everything else. Plus, with the position of the room, the amp was in between the mic and any other source of the room. It is what it is. But overall, as in general plugin, I think the Clarity VX is much better on vocals than it is on any sort of instrument, drum, guitar, anything like that. I think for cymbal bleed on drums, depending on the scenario, it could work for what you're doing. But I honestly think it might not be the best option. I believe that there are more fitting noise removers for instruments out there. That being said, I still like the plugin. I actually purchased my own copy of the Clarity VX and it's sitting in my Waves folder right now. Obviously, since I made this video long after my trial would have expired. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, Drew Shempf, thank you for the comment. Hopefully this showed you a little bit of what you were asking about. Sorry for taking so long to get this video together. I've been very busy lately. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you leave a like and comment down below. Maybe I'll make a video about a question you have. Make sure you subscribe, especially since I'm such a small channel. It would help out a lot really with the algorithm and everything like that with YouTube. But thank you so much for watching this video, and until next Tuesday.